FIM stands for File Integrity Monitoring. The goal in collecting these events is to make sure that no critical files, or folders were compromised. A good example for that would be an OS file that should never be modified, being modified and could lead to a compromise on the host or some malicious activity that's going on. So first, we need to understand what's under the hood. How does Osquery collect events, or specifically the FIM events? There is an Osquery table that collects those events called file events, and it will start collecting events if it is told to do so or configured to do so. It keeps all the events that it finds locally on the host, and then it sends them when it is queried. So let's first see an example of how we configure this table. So what we need to do first is go to settings, teams, the relevant team, and set the agent options. The first thing we need to do is set the flags. Those specific flags generically say Osquery can collect events. A second thing that we need specifically for the file events is to set file paths. We can give it any category that we want. I just call it my fleet. It could be anything else, and it could be several paths. And we need to give it the path we want. Obviously, this needs to be some OS files or some critical folder. In my case, for the demo, I just put my personal folder. This will never be okay for a group of people because this has my name. It needs to be something generic that all hosts can collect. But again, for the demo, this is good enough. It will collect anything under this path. So I will go to my host and query, select start from file events where action is deleted. Let's run it. Here you can see that the last two lines are those files that I just deleted. You can also see that one of the columns is the category I set, my fleet. I could set anything else. And of course, I can have any other action as well, not just deleted, any update or creating a file or whatever I want. So how do we collect those FIM events? One method I can think about is using scheduled queries. So I prepared this query some time ago, and if we will drill into this, you will see that it collected some delete activities of these two files. What's in this query is this deleted collection. And if something exists and it pops up as an answer, you know something is wrong, and it could be forwarded to a third-party location that will send a message or shout in any way about this problem. So scheduled queries could be one way to do that. It could be every 5 minutes, or it could have much higher frequency, which could be every 10 seconds, and then you get real-time events of FIM. Another way to do that is to create a policy. So I created this policy of select one where not exists anything on this table, which of course will fail on my computer because I just did some things. And if we will go to my computer, we will see that we have a policy failing. So in this video, we saw how we can collect FIM events using two methods in FleetDM. One of them is the scheduled queries, and another was policies. Thank you very much.